got him.
Got one.
Had to be one in that shade right there.
Oh, no kidding.
Good fish.
Nice guy.
Here, I'll grab him for you.
All right.
You know, I'm just turning into your net man.
Hey,
you
I
know
appreciate
it? I'm
that,
your
Barry.
wingman.
Wow.
Ha
Thank you.
There we go. All right. Hey, folks, we're still in the Navigation Channel right now, fishing with Gary Dollahan, and I'm lipping all the fish for Mr. Dollahan today. But you know what? This is his home water. He lives here. He knows these folks.
This is Henry.
See, he's got them all named. Anyway, Gary, it's time right now. This is the point in the show when we usually do the Sooner Beat. We always send it up to Gary for a little report on what's going on fishing-wise around the state of Oklahoma. So we'll just do it live right here. Gary, other than the Navigation Channel here, what else is going on in the state right now?
Football season's well underway, and the calendar says it's fall, but man, it's still hot out here, and the air temperatures are still in the low 90s, the water temperature is still in the mid 80s, and the fish are kind of confused. The power fishing that's been good all summer long has slowed recently, so right now, really the better fishing is using smaller finesse baits and actually some more open water and some bear type shorelines where the fish are coming from. What I would do right now, I look at Pine Creek as a real good choice for bass. The rocky points there are good. McGee Creek does have some schooling activity going on. When those fish go down, they're difficult to locate, but move around looking for those schools. Lake Hudson, Grand Lake, and Fort Gibson all has some decent bass fishing going on, but again, downsize your bait and move away from the areas that you have been fishing. Look for a little more subtle cover from what has been going on. Crappie fishing right now, Sardis still reports good crappie fishing. Keystone Lake has good crappie fishing. Ugaw is a good choice as well. Those lakes I looked for about 10 to 12 foot of water. I did have a good report from Fort Gibson this past weekend that some big sandies were being caught, but they were actually trolling the deep water down by the bridge, trolling a rooster tail. So the boat was sitting in 50 foot of water, but that rooster tail is running in the top 5 or 6 foot. So those fish are really moving fast up and down the river channel through that stretch. One thing about them, you can't catch them if you don't go. See you on the water.
On our brand new Facebook page this week, we've had several questions of folks asking for some good locations to do some shoreline fishing. And so on this week's Lowrance Hot Lake of the Week, we show you one just such location. It's the Eisenhower State Park area located down near the dam at Lake Texoma. So we locate it for you right here on the Lowrance HDS-10, the high resolution unit on my Nitro bass boat with the Insight shaded relief mapping. Now Lake Texoma is located between Denison, Texas on the south and Durant, Oklahoma on the north right here. We switched to the Navionics Hot Maps Platinum chart with all the topo information and the satellite overlay turned on so you can see the actual satellite photography. We locate the Texoma Dam on the right side of your screen. Eisenhower Park runs all along the south shoreline along these coves. You can catch stripers, largemouth bass, smallmouth bass, crappie, brim, and catfish all from this shoreline. Why? Because the water drops off so quickly from the shore. We zoom in to show you that these coves drop off fast to 50 plus feet of water in the middle of them. And the points in between the coves drop sharply to over 80 feet, sometimes within a long cast from the shoreline. I always like to recommend that folks try to find some kind of a bank that slopes off very sharply when you're limited to shoreline fishing, and that's what this location does. And that's this week's Lowrance Hot Lake of the Week. Stay with us. When we come back, Heather has your Stren Ask the Pro expert answers to your fishing questions from our website, and I'll have your big fish photo of the week on the big catch of the week.
The Southwest Outdoors Report, powered by your Texas Chevy dealers, is brought to you by quality award-winning Tracker Boats, Fish the Finest, by Lowrance, makers of the HDS, High Definition Systems, and by Jean LaRue Lures and Bobby Garland Baits, quality soft plastic baits made in Oklahoma with American pride. This is the Southwest Outdoors Report, powered by your Texas Chevy dealers.
Welcome back, everyone. It's time for our Ask the Pro feature brought to you by Stren, the standard of dependability. Our question this week is from Debbie in Oklahoma, who asked, do plastic baits work in the fall? What do you prefer? For the answer, let's ask fishing legend and 2000 Bassmaster Classic champion, Woo Daves.
You know, the question is, the plastic baits work in the fall, and actually they work all year long. There's more fish caught on plastics than every other lure put together. And I always recommend that you learn to fish a plastic worm before you fish anything else. Fall fishing, I have a lot of luck with like a big worm, like a Zoom monster, 10-inch old monster worm. Bigger worms seem to work good in the fall. But on the other turnaround, a lot of times you can take a little worm like a centipede or a French fry on a Carolina rig and do real good in the fall. But I find a bigger worm usually works the best.
Thanks, Woo. If you have a question for one of the pros, visit our website at southwestoutdoorsreport.com. Click on the Stren, Ask the Pro link, and send us your information. Now, here's Barry with our Whataburger Big Catch of the Week.
Another good fish. This guy is whacking them now. Oh. You got him hooked well, too. Look at the fat belly on that. Come up here. Come up here and show your fish, and I'm gonna show them this while we're at it. That's the little, what do you call that?
That's the 5-inch salt head shaky worm.
Man, you have killed me on that bait right there.
Win the ticket today.
Man, it has been a really good day. Right in the middle of the day, it got difficult. When the sun got right overhead, the fishing really got tough. But now the sun's kind of broken over. We're in some shade. As you can see, there's shade on us, shade on the water, and it just seemed like that immediately turned the fish back on.
You're back at it, you bet. It's been fun.
All right, well, right now it's time for the big catch of the week, and congratulations go to Jerry Ginson of Tulsa, right here, Tulsa, Oklahoma. I want to show you a big smallmouth bass. This is a 5-pound, 14-ounce bronzeback he caught out of tiny W.R. Holway Lake, otherwise known as Chimney Rock Lake, or the Pumpback, in northeastern Oklahoma. If you'd like to enter the contest with your big fish photo, go to our website, southwestoutdoorsreport.com. On the front page, you will need to sign up to become a member. It's free, and you'll get all of our updates. Plus, you'll be able to enter not only the Stren Ask the Pro, but the Big Catch of the Week contest. You'll be able to read my weekly blog, and you'll be able to get access to a brand new page we're putting up, all my favorite lodges, guides, places to stay, all the excellent fishing around our region. We're going to build a page just for our members only. All right, Gary, I tell you, I'm really impressed with the Navigation Channel. It's a very unique place.
It is.
It's not the same old, same old.
Glad you got to witness it.
It's got good depth around it, lots of different kind of cover. It's very interesting, and as you saw, got some good quality largemouth bass. And Gary, as always, we appreciate the reports you do for us every week on the show.
Thank you.
Gary Dollahan, our Oklahoma fishing reporter with the Sooner Beat right here in Oklahoma. Hey, don't forget that we'll be right back on next week on Thursday night. The show will be on at 10:30 or immediately after the baseball postgame show if the game runs long, and we'll be on Saturday morning at 8 o'clock in our normal time slot. And check us out on our brand new Facebook page. We always put the very latest video every Monday night or Tuesday morning. You get a sneak preview of that week's show. Right here from the Navigation Channel just outside Tulsa, Oklahoma, I'm Barry Stokes for Gary Dollahan. Be safe, have fun. Bye-bye, y'all.